Hello guys, Traveler here, welcome back to another video. We're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play of the first Guild Wars game, which came out in 2005. And it looks surprisingly good, despite its age. Without further ado, we're going to be creating a new character. And I'm going to be going into the Prophecies campaign. And we're going to be playing a warrior, which is going to be the main melee class here. We, of course, got a bunch of other classes to choose from, but none of them are melee except warrior. Now, if we go into the other campaigns, there are additional melee classes that have been added on in later content. But because we're playing the original Guild Wars, we're going to stick with the original Guild Wars for now. And I'm going to be starting off with a warrior. And we'll go with female. In my other Let's Play, we did male, so we'll switch it up a little bit here. Let's see. Let's go with gray hair. Or white hair. White hair. I'm not going to focus too much on the character creation. I always say this when I'm doing a Let's Play, like, I'm not here to spend 40 minutes creating a character. I like that. Okay, let's go. Alright. Don't really like the headwear that much, so skip that part as well. And here we go. We can create our name. Sarlin Theo Main. Create.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon. It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms. Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while, everything they have ever known will come to an end.
Scribe?
Yes, my lord.
These Charr are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs.
Yes, my lord.
Take this message to Sir Titus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest in all of Ascalon. Find me the heroes who will lead our kingdom to glory.
As you command, my king.
All right. And that is essentially the introduction to our story. Now I'm going to get rid of this ugly helmet. We'll hide it, so it'll still count towards our stats. But okay, so here we are, just starting out in the campaign, and yeah. This is one of my favorite zones in this game. It's a pity because once you kind of complete this zone, you can never go back to it. Because this zone takes place 2 years before the rest of the game. So essentially, once you complete this area, you are traveling 2 years in the future. Which is kind of sad. Because this is a really lovely, lovely area. And they recently, like a year or two ago, even though this game is like, what, over 15 years old, like 2 years ago, I think it was 2018, they came out with a graphical update, so, which they haven't updated this game in like years, and recently, because obviously they've got Guild Wars 2 going for them, and they're updating that. But recently, one of the developers from Guild Wars 2 was able to add a more render distance, so you can actually see much farther than you used to be able to see in Guild Wars, like that mountain range in the very far distance right there with the waterfall. There used to be a time where you could not see that, but now Guild Wars 1 looks better than ever. So without further ado, we're going to take up our first quest here and talk with a town crier. Excuse me. You're Saralin Fiormain, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. He said he had some good news for you. I like good news. Okay. So off we go. To Sir Titus. There you are, my friend. I am glad you are here. I have news that I think you'll appreciate. Oh? I have been looking for you everywhere, Sir Fiormain. The king has ordered a new offensive against the Charr. This is your chance for glory and adventure, but you'll need to know more about your craft before going north of the wall. I'll tell you what. Travel to the southwest gate, which will take you to Lakeside County. I'll have Van the warrior waiting for you outside. He can show you a trick or two. Thank you, Sir Titus. I'm on my way. Here we go. And there are still a lot of people playing this game, as you can see. It does not feel like a dead game, that's for sure. All these people here are players. So here we go. Lovely. Okay. All right. Saralin Fiormain. I was asked to see to it you learned what it means to be a warrior. You've heard the stories, no doubt. Warriors are impossible to kill. They are capable of incredible feats of endurance. They are deadly in close combat. Listen to what I have to say, and you just might learn how to accomplish all these feats and more. Thank you, Van. I have a little challenge in mind to prepare you for what it's like to be a warrior. You lived through this, and you're well on your way. A horde of scale has appeared at the river. Get down there and take care of them. And I mean all of them. When you've finished, report back to me. Yes, sir. Okay. So we're going to be going on our way down to the river. And basically just going to be using our regular auto attack. And we're fighting these very basic. What's nice about this game is all these zones are instants, so and you're locked into the zone, so nobody else can enter the zone unless you invite them to come into the zone. So, which means that when you kill enemies, they do not respawn until you leave the area. So you don't have to worry about enemies constantly respawning on top of you when you're fighting them in this game, which is kind of nice. Did we take care of all of them? I believe we did. So we can head back to Mr. Van. I really love the graphics in this game. It's so old, but it's just, I don't know, it's stylized. It's aged really well. So, I have returned. Finally finished off all the scale, did you? Well, it took you long enough, but I've seen worse. Someday, with the right training, you may make something of yourself. I'll start by giving you a couple of skills. I'm headed back to town, but I suspect Haviston will arrive shortly to advise you about what to do next. Alright, thank you, Van. So we've got 2 new skills we can use, which is great. And here is our other superior here, Mr. Haviston. Okay.
You're the warrior Sir Titus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right that you've got potential, but potential won't save you from a Charr firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwest to Ashford and talk to Devona. She's bound to have a task or two for you.
Thank you. I'll take your advice. So we're going to head over here into the lakeside town. Oops. I keep pressing my space bar. Like, I'm so used to jumping in other games when pressing the space bar, but it doesn't work like that in Guild Wars 1. But this is one of my favorite areas in the original Guild Wars. It's just such a beautiful area. Such a lovely, lovely area. It really is. So here we are, nice little village in the beautiful countryside here. And just look at that. That is screenshot worthy. So here is Devona. She's another warrior, just like us. So we're going to talk with her. I'm glad you've come. I can't seem to shake the feeling that there's trouble on the horizon, and I'd be glad to have your help if and when it arrives. In the meantime, there are plenty of people here who need assistance with one thing or another, and I'm sure you'll find the lessons you learn here will be invaluable to the future. Thank you, Devona. I've heard talk among the townsfolk of unsettling rumors coming from Mirek the scribe. Instead of babbling to random strangers, he ought to send word to the authorities if he's come across something truly important. But I'm sure he's too engrossed in his books to think of anything practical like that. My duties in town keep me from looking into this matter myself, but if you could go to Ashford Abbey to the north and ask him about it, I would really appreciate it. I'll see what he has to say. So we're headed to Ashford Abbey. All right. And here we are. Are you Mirek? I leave the delving into dungeons to others. To my mind, uncovering the secrets of an ancient text is excitement enough. How may I help you? Devona sent you. Bless her. She knows I could use the help.
I have an important message that must be delivered to Alman Sibyllin and Ascalon City. I received a vision from Dwayna. She warned me that something dire is developing among the Charr. This city must be alerted. I'll stay here and see if I can divine any more information. In the meantime, consult your map of Lakeside County to hasten your travel. Press M to view the map, then double-click a location to travel there. It is important that this message be delivered with good speed. Remember to use your map. I am on my way.
So we're going to head back to the city here. So Ascalon City, the largest city in the kingdom. Ascalon City is known for its beautiful architecture, numerous libraries, and bountiful shops, because it is where many noble families make their home. It tends to receive the largest number of visitors, and has become the cultural center of Ascalon. So we will return there. Here we are. To Alman Sibyllin we go. Hello, are you Mr. Sibyllin?
A message from Eric, is it? Let me see that.
This is grave news indeed. I hope he's mistaken about this. Dwayna protect us, if this information is accurate. If such a thing is even possible, then King Adelbern has ordered this offensive against the Charr not a moment too soon. We must not lose this fight, I tell you. We must not lose this fight. So Titus wants you to take on a second profession before you face the Charr, right? I think he is right to say so. A second profession gives you access to all the skills and most of the attributes of that profession. This is a big decision not to be taken lightly. You might wish to see trainers for several professions and learn a little something about them before settling on one. Not just any trainer can teach you a second profession, but I can direct you if need be. I would like a secondary profession. We're going to go with a monk, I believe. Brother Menlo is in the Ashford Abbey. To reach Ashford Abbey, follow the road southwest from Ascalon City. Thanks, I'll be on my way. So I think that's going to end this for this video. In the next episode, we are going to work on getting our second profession. And I haven't decided if we're going to do a few extra quests here and there to get our level up a little bit before we leave this area. It'll make our life a little bit easier leveling in this zone. Spending a little bit more time in this zone. So I will see you next time. So long.